welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be playing around with some Colourpop stuff. I made an order, or like put an order through Colourpop a week and a half ago. I did mention this actually in my trying new makeup video, which was on, I believe, Wednesday. I think I posted this on last Wednesday. And yeah, so I finally received my Colourpop order today, and I just really want to play around with some new stuff. So I think we're going to be doing like a full face of Colourpop. Yes, I do have something on my eyes. That's because I did not buy any like eye products from Colourpop because I wasn't really interested in any of the palettes they came out with recently. I was just like not feeling them, and I love to purchase big orders from Colourpop. Like that's usually like around twice a year or something like that. If they release any palettes in the future that I love, I will definitely pick them up. But anyways, let's just jump right into my Colourpop order, and let's use most of these things, or probably all of them, on my face today. I already did my eyeshadow. We're just gonna move on to the face, or we're just gonna start off with the face. So of course I had to pick this up. I was so happy about this. This was kind of released like a couple of months ago or something like that at this point, and I've been wanting to pick it up ever since it was released. But as I mentioned, I just don't really want to buy one thing from Colourpop at a time. I prefer to just do big orders, especially when they have like these good discounts and like a few dollars off of like when you spend a certain amount of money. That's usually when I buy stuff from them. So that's why I waited for this product. I had to like wait on it, and I'm so excited. So I got the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. If you guys don't know, I love the tinted moisturizer. It's my absolute favorite face product like ever to ever exist. So of course when they released the foundation, I was so happy, and I just had to wait. I just had to wait to pick it up. So now that I did, and I got mine in the shade medium 80W. I'm not sure how well this is gonna match me. I couldn't really tell online, especially when I saw the comparisons between the tinted moisturizer and the foundation. My shades were kind of darker. Like the shade that I have in the tinted moisturizer, I think it's like medium 12W or something like that. But when it's compared to the foundation, it was kind of darker. So this was just such a mess for me to pick it up. But this is what it looks like. I think it might actually be a really good match. We'll see. We'll see. So let me just, actually, before we start this off, let me prime my face. And we're going to be using this that I also picked up. And this is from 4th Grade, which is Colourpop's like sister skincare brand. And this is their Glisten Up Mist. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while now, especially since I believe Kathleen Lights talked about this before and said that she absolutely loved this. Of course, I love everything Kathleen talks about. Everything just looks so pretty, and it's just like that. Oh my god, I love this. So yeah, let me just try this out. Ooh, it has a nice mist. It has the nicest, it has like their Pretty Fresh mist, which I love. Let me prime my face actually with the Pretty Fresh primer. Oh, this looks so beautiful. Like it adds such a beautiful glow to the face. I love this. It tastes bitter though, because it kind of got on my lips, and it's very bitter. I'm just using the Pretty Fresh primer on my face right now. Love this. Now that we're hydrated, moisturized, and feeling great, let's move on to the foundation, which is the thing that I'm so excited for. I'm actually going to be using it with a brush because all of my sponges are dirty right now, and I'm just too lazy to go clean them up. So we're just going to use the Rare Beauty foundation brush that I absolutely love as well. Ooh, I'm so nervous. Yeah, this is a perfect shade. I'm just trying to dot this all around my face right now. This is a perfect match. I'm glad. I'm happy about that. I was so confused online. I really, really was. Ooh, the combination of everything on my skin looks so dewy and beautiful, and for some reason I'm looking a little too warm. The camera right now. It's so weird. I'm using this pen to kind of offset the color a little bit so I can fix it. Anyways, this looks stunning on, especially like combining all of these together, like mainly the primer, like the primer of course with the foundation. It's just gorgeous. I'm kind of in love. I mean, I had a feeling, but I was kind of worried to try it out. I don't know, I was very nervous. Like I was kind of feeling like I might not like it as much as I would, because the tinted moisturizer just has a special place in my heart. So if the foundation isn't just as good as the tinted moisturizer, for me, I would be so disappointed. It's not on the same level as my tinted moisturizer, but it's really good. Like it's up there. I think it's like getting close to my Rare Beauty foundation kind of line, because that foundation is like incredible. So I think the Pretty Fresh foundation is actually kind of close to the Rare Beauty, but my tinted moisturizer is definitely above both of them. I don't know, I just like a more lighter coverage right now, but this has the most beautiful natural coverage, or like natural finish. I also picked up the Pretty Fresh concealer, but I picked this up actually from Ulta because I don't know if they still have this on or not, but they're having like this sale on like a lot of brands, and one of these brands were actually Colourpop. They had a sale on their foundations, their concealers, and I don't remember what else. But I was so interested in the foundation and the concealer. And I already have this concealer, but I have it in a different shade that does not work for me whatsoever. It's like so light. So I definitely wanted to pick up a shade that would more work for me. I have this shade, which is Light 45W, and it's super light for my skin tone. I thought it wouldn't be that light, but ever since I got it, I haven't been really into this concealer at all because of, probably it's because of the shade. So I picked up this one from Ulta, and this is in the shade 90W. So there's a drastic change. Like I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it looks like this one is definitely darker than this. So yeah. Also picked up another shade. I don't remember what shade it was though. 50W, which is this. So yeah, now I have like all these shades. So I have my winter shade and my summer shade. Right now, I think I'm gonna use more of my summer shade because I'm still convinced that I'm in summer, and I'm still convinced that I have a tan. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is shade 90W, as I mentioned. Did already try this shade like a few days ago when I received the actual Ulta package, because I wanted to make sure that the shade would match me. So yeah, I absolutely love this shade way more than the one I already had. I love using the Rare Beauty foundation brush to also blend out my concealer. Like, I don't know, I prefer this one over the actual concealer brush. Maybe because this is a little bigger, so it kind of helps diffuse everything faster, which is kind of the whole point of me wanting to use a brush, in my opinion, I guess. Love that. The combo of everything Pretty Fresh on my face just makes me so happy. Hey, moving on to the next item that I'm so excited to try. Soul Body just released this, I think like a few weeks ago or something like that. I actually haven't seen like the campaign pictures or like anything at all when this was released. I just saw it on like, I think it was an ad actually from Colourpop, and I was like, wait, what? When did they release this? I was so shocked. And this is their Face and Body Bronzing Balm. Of course, I wanted to pick this up because it's a cream bronzer, and I love cream bronzers, if you didn't know that already. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's so beautiful. I love the frosted like plastic thing container, and so pretty. And I got mine in the shade medium. Okay, I just dropped the cover thing, whatever. This is what the shade looks like. I think it's very warm toned. Ooh, it has like a nice scent to it. I don't know what scent, but it smells nice. Anyway, so I just wanted to pick this up because I cannot get enough of cream bronzers. So I was like, why not? this blends out beautifully. It has such a weird scent to it. I don't know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something. I'm not a huge fan of the scent. Like, it smells like, I don't know, some sort of like a perfumey scent. It smells weird. To me, it smells weird. Like, it might smell nice. It smells nice, but weird to me. Anyways. I am in love already. I'm in love. I don't know why. It just reminded me of the Chanel, Tan de Chanel kind of bronzing, cream bronzer thing. And I've always wanted to pick it up, but I was just like, you know what? Let's not spend that much money on it. So when I saw that they released this, for some reason, it instantly reminded me of the Chanel thing. And I was so excited. And now I know why, because it's beautiful. Let me show you what else I got. I got two blushes. One which is actually a shade that I've been wanting to pick up because, I mean, it's Kathleen Lights. It was Kathleen's blush shades collection thing that she released probably like a year ago at this point. But I never picked it up for some reason. I don't know why. Like everything else in my life, I never know why I didn't pick it up. So when I opened the website, I think like most of Kathleen's products were out of stock. Even the blushes that I wanted to pick up. And I was so sad. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this because this is one of the two shades that were actually available. And this was the I Need Space shade, which is actually one of the shades that I really wanted to pick up anyways. But it was without the compact. It was just like this. Only the pan blush. So, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna work it out. You know, I'm just gonna figure something out. I'll probably just get a magnetic palette and just put it in. Something like that. But yeah, so I got this one from the Kathleen Lights collection, kind of. And from their, I don't know what it's called. I think to me, I'm just gonna call it the Succulent collection. I don't know the exact name. And this was their blush in the shade To Run Up My Heart. So cute. The packaging is so cute. I love the mint green. Oh, and this is the color. So pretty. So these are the two shades that we have. I'm definitely leaning towards this right now, but I think we're gonna try this one out first and then top it off with the I Need Space shade because I want to use Kathleen's product. And I also picked this brush up. I really don't know why, but I did. And this is their F13 brush. It really doesn't have a name except for just the numbers. So looks like that. I definitely thought it was gonna be smaller, that I could like use it as like a face bronzer or like a highlighter kind of brush. No, I really don't know what I'm gonna use it for. It would be nice for like a powder or something like that, like a wash. I don't know. I'm gonna try to use this as like a blush brush right now, even though it's not for that, but just for the sake of this video, let me just pick some up and just add a little bit of like a fanned effect of blush on my face. Ooh, this shade. Ooh, and it has like a little sheen of gold, but it's very subtle. Like you barely, I mean, on camera you can actually see it a lot, but in real life it's like barely there. Oh, it's beautiful. I think I like this brush for like a diffused kind of blush brush or blush look. Ooh, this is so pretty. Anyways, now let's try a little bit of the I Need Space shade. I feel like Colourpop is like my favorite kind of drugstore-ish brand. I love Colourpop. Like I have no justification and I'm not ashamed of it. I am a Colourpop stan, technically. I love everything they release, almost everything they release, and I'm obsessed, okay? Sorry. Moving on to something else. I had to pick this up because how could I not? And this is their freckle pen. And I got the shade Soft Brown, which is the lighter shade. They have two shades. So I got the lighter one, and I was actually waiting for the lighter one to come back in stock. Like I didn't want to pick the darker one first, just to pick it up kind of thing, because after seeing multiple videos and like shades, like swatches and all that, I felt like the darker one would be a little too dark, so I wanted to pick this baby up. And I'm kind of nervous. I'm really nervous on like trying it out. Very nice. Looks really nice. Okay, well, let's try to add some freckles. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but up close it definitely looks fake, but like I think from far away it kind of looks a little fake with a little bit of like realisticness to it. And I think it's because it's a little cool tone. It's not like a warm tone kind of brown or like shade. I think it like has like a more greenish tint on my skin kind of, so it kind of looks a little fake, but in theory it looks so cute. I have like natural freckles anyways on my skin that just gets covered up from foundation, and I would love to just like show them through, so that's why I definitely like this. It's just not, I think the shade is kind of my issue. Like I'm not a huge fan of the shade, but I will definitely like use this pen more often. But the shade is just a little bit too fake for my liking. Moving on to another item that I picked up. This is their cream gel liner from their most recent collection. What's called? I'll have a picture of the palette right here, or like of the collection right here, and the name, because I don't remember the name. This is their gel liner in the shade Red Rock. So let me open this up and see what shade it was. I don't remember. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I think I picked this up because it was like a fall. I love this. Let's actually add this a little bit on my lower lash line, even though we have this like pink look. I think it might actually work nicely. Maybe. So creamy. I'm actually gonna like work on my lower lash line now since we just added this. So the eye look actually on my eyes, I did use a couple of palettes, and these were the Hip Dot Zion palette and the Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. Since they are both kind of similar, I wanted to try them both out, and I received both of these actually in my Colourpop subscription boxes. So anyways, I think I'm gonna take this orangey shade from the Alamar palette and kind of buff it underneath my eyes with the gel liner to kind of diffuse it a little bit and make it look so nice. Ooh, I love this. This shade is actually so beautiful, and I actually think it looks kind of nice with this eye look. I mean, I definitely did not expect to use this shade with this kind of look. I would prefer to use it with a more warm, like true warm tone kind of shade, or like eye look. But I do like this. It's very creamy. Like I already had another shade which is called Mr. Bing, and it's not that creamy. Like I'm pretty sure like ever since I bought it, it was never this creamy, but this one is pretty good. So for my lip products, I picked up 3 shades, or like 3 different products. One which is also from that same collection as the gel liner, and this was in the shade Coyote Ugly, or Coyote Ugly. I don't know how to say that name. You guys know? This shade is definitely not gonna work for this look, like at all. But I just wanted to pick it up and swatch it for you guys to see. Ooh, this would definitely be like a lip color that I would love to use all the time in fall. And I picked up 2 of their like Luxe collections. One is from their lip oils, and one is from their like liquid lipsticks from their like Luxe line. And the liquid lipstick is actually in the shade Buttercup. That's what it looks like right here. I think it's so pretty. Hopefully this is gonna be like a shade that I would love to use like on a day-to-day basis, because I'm not sure, but it looks so pretty like in the packaging itself. And then this one was from like Cactus collection, I know they've had a lot of collections, okay? I'm just so lost right now. But this one is in the shade Playa Vista, and this is their lip oil. And I've wanted to try their lip oils for so long. And this looks so beautiful. This is like beautiful nude. Okay, I want to actually try this out now, but I think I'll just swatch this on my lips first and then put this on, and hopefully this is gonna match me. Ooh, this is lip oil. Oh. Honestly didn't know like what I expected a lip oil to feel like, but definitely not this. But oh my god, the shade. Like, I know it's not really like a pigmented kind of shade because it is like a lip oil. It's supposed to be a sheer shade, but guys, see how stunning this shade is. Absolutely love this shade. I would love to just keep this look like that, but I want to be simple, okay? I want to be more out there with my look. So let's move on to the liquid lipstick. Let me just swatch this shade for you guys real quick. Oh, this is like a little too pink for me. It's a very pretty shade. Like, not my preferred kind of shade, but it's a pretty shade in general. Ooh, now I realize something. You know what this formula kind of reminds me of? Kind of, ever so slightly, reminds me of the Rare Beauty lip soufflés. Like, it's so similar in the texture. I just dropped the Rare Beauty one. Anyways, but the Rare Beauty ones are more thicker in the smoothness of it, or like the consistency. This is more thinner. Like, this is the combination of their Rare Beauty lip soufflés with Colourpop's blotted liquid lipsticks kind of line that they released. I feel like that's definitely like a perfect in between these two. Like, it's so thin consistency wise, but it's so smooth and light and like fluffy on your lips, kind of. So hard to explain. It's so weird. Like, it's such a weird feeling, but it's such a beautiful formula. But this shade though is kind of a little too pink for my liking right now, even though it looks really good with the eye look. I think I'm just gonna apply the lip oil on top of this to kind of mute it a little bit, because it looks completely different than what it looks in the tube, doesn't it? I thought it was gonna be darker than that. I don't know. I feel like that lip oil didn't do anything at all to change the shade, but it just looks so good. Let's finish up with the Glisten Up Setting Illuminating Mist kind of situation. Guys, that's the completed look. That's my full face using Colourpop products. Actual, like, my full actual face, not my eyes. Obviously, we did not use anything for the eyes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm definitely in love with everything I picked up. Like, maybe the only issue right now, which is something that always happens to me. I feel like whenever I try to pick up a lip shade online from Colourpop, and once I receive it, it's like always a completely different shade. I don't know why this happens to me all the time. Like, the shade of this Luxe liquid lipstick kind of thing is not my favorite for me personally, even though it's beautiful on its own. But just to me and on my skin tone, I never like these shades. I don't know why. I'm never really into pink lipsticks on me. I never like them for some reason. But other than that, love the foundation, love this thing, this illuminating mist. Like, oh, just, it's beautiful. What else? The lip oil feels amazing, and the shade is just beautiful. For us, the Pretty Fresh concealer, this is not the shade, this is actually the lighter shade. The Pretty Fresh concealer, actually love way more after trying the darker shade. I think because I had the lighter shade, it kind of looked more drying on me, even though it's supposed to be a hydrating concealer, so that's why it was always so confusing to me. But after getting like my true shade, it definitely helps with everything and how I'm feeling about it more. Also, the Freckle Plan, as I already mentioned, I like the concept. I don't like the shade as much. I wish that they would just come out with like more warmer tone shades. I feel like that's the complaint all across the board. Everyone actually has been talking about that. I feel like that's the main concern or like complaint from everyone. And I would definitely have to agree. Like, it looks a little fake, and I would prefer for it to look more realistic. Also, this shade. I did not expect to love this as much as I did. Like, I'm obsessed with this shade already. I think this is like so beautiful. And the brush that I was just using, I think I do like this for like a diffuse kind of blush look, or like probably also like a diffuse kind of bronzer look. It was such a random like brush. I don't know, I think the shape looked so weird and I just wanted to try it out to kind of know and get the feel of it. This beautiful baby from Soul Body, love. Look at the cream bronzer. Like, look how beautiful the bronzer looks on my face. Like, oh yeah guys, that was everything that I've used on my face. And yeah, that's me testing out everything I picked up from Colourpop for like, I think this is like a combination of like the past few months, like all of the collections that they came out with. Like, I have like little bits and pieces from every single collection they came out with. And definitely stay tuned to my next video because we're gonna be trying out the new Raw Beauty Kristi palette that she came out with Pure Cosmetics. I purchased mine from the pre-orders, which is like the restock / pre-orders kind of time. That's why it kind of arrived late. Definitely stay tuned to my next video to see like a couple of looks using each side of the palette kind of thing. So yeah guys, thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!